Imagine you are scrolling through Instagram and you see your best friend post a picture. You go to like it, but quickly realize it's all of your friends hanging out. It's everyone except you. They texted you earlier saying they were not able to hang out. Now, that probably doesn't make you feel the greatest. Technology has come a long way, is quickly advancing, and is continuing to increase in popularity. It is a huge part of almost everyone's day to day life. I'm credible to talk about this because of the extensive research I have done, along with personal experiences. Technology and social media negatively impacts mental, social, and physical health. Social media and technology definitely impact mental health and not in a good way. Allison Jones wrote an article in 2017 called More Technology Use Linked to Mental Health Issues in At-Risk Adolescents about a study done. The study basically showed that when people were on their devices more, they were more likely to experience conduct problems such as lying, fighting, and other behavioral problems. Additionally, they had more problems paying attention and more issues with self-regulation, or the ability for one to control their own problems and emotions. Dr. Igor Pantic wrote an article accessed in 2022 called How Does Technology Affect Mental Health? And he reported on a study that among students, those who use social media the most were found to have higher rates of depression. A possible explanation for this is they may be experiencing low self-esteem. For example, a girl may have trouble with her own self-image and she sees all the celebrities posting on social media. She thinks they are all way prettier and skinnier than she is, and she just wants to be just like them. This may even develop into an eating disorder. This is just one example. There are plenty more. In the graph here, the blue is low depression rates, and then the orange and yellow is high depression rates. At the bottom, it's how many times that people go on social media per week. As you can see, the more times people spend on social media, the more the high depression symptoms go up. Technology can serve as a big distraction, especially when it comes to making connections to those around you. It is much easier to just come back to bed and scroll through Instagram, TikTok, etc., than to actually get up, be productive, and even make some plans with friends. People are more isolated when they are engrossed in their phones and computers than when they are physically spending time with one another. Because they are spending more time on their devices, it increases that sense of loneliness, and it also increases depression rates. DJ Burdinsky wrote an article in 2019 entitled What Are the Effects of Technology on Human Interactions? And he wrote about virtual distance. This is a phenomenon where people are together physically but are separated due to the fact that they are attached to their devices. As shown here, this couple is together physically, but they are so attached to their devices that they're not spending the quality time with one another. Maddie French wrote an article in 2017 called Technology Has Negative Social Effects. And she interviewed a father that said people are more likely to text and Snapchat instead of just picking up the phone to talk to people. We have to communicate face to face. Not everything is done just strictly through technology, so that means people are starting to become hindered from developing actual relationships because they are just so used to texting and hiding behind a screen. Even though technology is continually advancing and evolving, people still need to know how to socialize with others without that phone as a crutch. In the graph here, the text messaging is at the top and it shows the percentages as it moves along. And then talk face-to-face is 2 down, and talking face-to-face is half of that of text messaging. Finally, technology impacts physical health in different ways. Dr. Victoria Dunkley shares the findings of a study entitled Electronic Screen Media Associated with Physiological Stress Markers done in 2012. And concluded that an increased amount of screen time is shown to have a narrowed retina vasculature, otherwise known as narrowed vessels in the back of the eye, which is a cardiovascular risk. Also, it is shown to have other eye problems like myopia or nearsightedness and dry eye. More time spent on screens is also shown to have an increased rate of obesity. It is very easy to spend more time on your phone or computer, whether that be video games or watching movies, going through Netflix, etc., than to actually get out and do something. Furthermore, screen time can lead to less sleep overall. The Computer Human Behavior Study done in 2015 shows that a that the blue light decreases the production of melatonin, which is a hormone related to your sleep cycles. Melatonin also triggers immune function because it triggers the production of T cells, which help to kill off viruses and foreign bodies that may enter your bloodstream. Looking down at the screen can lead to bad posture, which then ends up with neck and back pain. The neck is designed to hold the head up straight with an even weight distribution, but if you're looking down at a screen continuously, it will cause strain on those muscles. In the graph shown here, the purple is the amount of time spent on the internet, and then the green is the amount of time spent on newspapers and magazines. And at the bottom, it shows that the years are increasing, going from 2011 to 2021. As you can see, the internet is increasing while the time spent on magazines and newspapers are decreasing as every year goes along. In conclusion, technology and social media negatively impacts mental, social, and physical health. Social media is a big cause of depression, low self-esteem, loneliness, and people are more likely to have attention and behavioral problems. It can serve as a big distraction because people are more engrossed in their devices rather than spending time with family and friends. Also, it impacts physical health by hurting the eyes and causing neck and back strain, along with decreasing your melatonin levels. I hope I provided a little more insight on the downsides of social media and technology, and for everyone to be more aware of how much time they are spending on their devices. Thank you. And here's my note card.